Trendz. Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Trendz Travel. I'm your host for today, Eloise Scoble, and today I'm coming to you from the middle of the Indian Ocean on the MSC Symphonia. So we have a lot lined up for you today, so do enjoy.
Cruising, somewhat of a new phenomenon for South Africans, a vacation more and more people are opting for. We took a trip on the MSC Symphonia this December, and for those who are doubting taking a cruise, doubt no more. This is one vacation you don't want to miss.
How would you say a cruise vacation compares to any other type of vacation?
Well, first of all, it adds incredible value. You arrive on board, you unpack your suitcase once, you can go to some very exotic destinations. For example, this cruise we've been to Portuguese island, and everything's included. All of your meals, your entertainment, absolutely everything that's happening aboard the ship is included literally as a one-stop entertainment shop. And whether you want to be as active as you can possibly imagine, or whether you want to just to relax, take a book from our library, there's many options for our guests.
Adults can make use of the jacuzzi areas, whereas kids can make full use of the brand new spray park. The Doremi Spray Park is an area of water cannons, fountains and other aqua-based features where children can play safely while also freeing up the regular pools for the adults to enjoy. High up on the other decks is another area for more active pursuits, with a basketball and soccer court and a mullet hole crazy golf putty course for kids and families to enjoy. Situated on the lunch deck where all buffet lunches are served is a 24-hour pizza bar, but it is also here that one can set up some table tennis for a bit of a friendly match. Speaking of lunch, besides the lunch buffet, you can also have lunch indoors at one of the onboard restaurants. For anyone not wanting to spend the day in the sun, you can do a bit of shopping at one of the many stores on board, including the official MSC shop, where one can take home a memento or two of your time on board the ship. We were placed in a balcony cabin suite, so views from the cabin were breathtaking, and to tap that, the suite was spacious and sported a lounge suite as well. Adult indoor activities include the fully decked in-house casino, which is not only for the daytime, and there are a number of free play options as well to entice guests. There are also a few games that one can partake in one of the many lounges, and as my colleagues enjoyed a refreshing drink, I tried my hand at knocking down a few cans. Other than that, there's also the fully equipped gym with a view to die for, that many take advantage of, and the Aureus Spa. So today I'm taking the time to enjoy one of the finer things in life. A unique offering is bringing you authentic Balinese spas on board the ship, giving you a massive choice of spa and beauty treatments. Each boasts an exotic interior of natural stone, precious woods and rich mosaics. I was treated to a relaxing massage in a room that overlooks the ocean, accompanied by tranquil, soothing music that put me to sleep with the first touch of the masseuse's gentle hands. After that, still reeling in the afterglow of my spa experience, it was a good time to just sit and view the expanse of the open seas from the warm marble chairs of the thermal suite. Kids can find shelter from the hot sun by spending some time at the kids club. Children are free to explore a social life of their own, meeting new friends from around the world in a safe environment, immersed in a holiday they'll never forget.
It's quite daunting for parents to be leaving their kids alone, especially with people that they don't know. So what's the biggest offering and draw card for families?
We have a great family product. We have an opportunity, first of all, for parents that bring children under the age of 18. They will cruise completely free of charge, which is an amazing opportunity. And in addition to that, on board the vessel itself, we have dedicated children's entertainers that look after our youngsters in 5 different age groups. Up to the age of 3, our baby club. We have up to the age of 6, which is our mini club. We have our juniors club, which is up to the age of 12. The young club, the awkward years, 12 to 14. And then we have the teenagers club as well. And every one of those clubs have their own entertainment. They do dance lessons, learn how to become a DJ, their own cooking classes with our chefs on board. They have a really, really great time, because we've come to believe that if the children have a great vacation, the parents are going to have a great vacation too.
It's been a long day of fun activities, spa treatments and loads of lovely food. But now to wind down, I'm going to take a look at the beautiful ocean.
Her name is Why Not, and she's a Princess 57 foot boat, luxury motor yacht, and she's about 10 years old, and the owner's passionate waterman and enjoys his cars, he enjoys his boats, and the company in Cape Town, the guys that really put these things together, is a group called Abramovitz and Associates. And Rob Sharp, who's their top guy and knows more about these boats than anyone in the country. But she sleeps 6 and could take you around Cape Town, around the luxury spots very, very, very comfortably. She's a flybridge, and a flybridge means that she's got an upstairs to her. So you have the ability to have this wonderful, luxurious space downstairs with every possible refinement you could possibly want, from ice makers, air conditioners, TV, sound systems, you name it. She's got everything on board. And then upstairs is sort of luxury reclining out in the sun, with day beds, and perfect place to have a cocktail.
Hi, welcome on board.
Thank you.
This is Nitro.
Nitro.
This is a Corby 49.
Okay.
It's a carbon fiber racing boat. We only race this boat. There's no cruising, there's no luxuries on board this boat. It's all made of carbon fiber. All this mast, everything you see here is made out of carbon fiber. Up in front here, we keep all of our sailing gear for the guys to change into when the weather gets rough. And right up in the front here, this is where all those big sails you see, the colorful sails, they all come down inside here, and we've got guys inside that help repack them. So when we go to need them again, they come back up.
And how many people can you accommodate?
We race with 17 people, and on 17 crew members, and we include that we have women, we have under 18s to promote sailing in South Africa. This boat was built and designed to do the Sydney to Hobart race, which is essentially a 2.5-day race offshore. We don't race that as much in this country. We have done the Mussel Bay race, which is from Simonstown to Mussel Bay, which took us 27 hours this year to complete. This boat is top speed about 28 knots downwind. Upwind, we're looking at about 9-10 knots. We've got life jackets for every person on board. We also have emergency beacons on board, so that if there is an emergency or something like that, we press a beacon on board the boat and it tells the authorities where we are. We also have an app on our phone. It's done by NSRI. It's a free app that notifies NSRI, the closest NSRI station, to where we are. It's a fairly expensive sport to be involved in. All of our sails and that are done by North Sails. They're either made locally or they're made overseas in Sri Lanka or in Nevada in the United States. So it's a very easy, expensive sport to be involved in, but it's not an expensive sport to be part of. There's yacht clubs and sailing clubs all around the country that are more than happy to invite people to come and sail with them.
It's not every day that Joburg residents can enjoy that carefree beach feeling. Soft sand between your toes, an excuse to wear bikini in public, sipping cocktails while relaxing in the sun. But for a few special days in December, Silver Star Square was transformed into a tropical beach playground. We kicked off the night with flaming dances. We generally do not recommend playing with fire, but we made an exception for the night as kids and adults were wowed and entertained by fantastic flamethrowers. To keep the tropical vibe alive, there were grass skirts and leis as hula dancers strutted their stuff, trying to get timid attendees to join in the hula. Added to all the excitement, there was a kiddies flash mob, roping in any available and eager dancers to join in the fun. It was all part of the illusion, and one would definitely think that you were on a tropical island somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. There was delicious seafood, cocktails and beach activities perfect for the holiday season. The Lollipop Cocktail Lounge was a must visit for adults, of course, but they also offered a mocktail option. And of course, we couldn't bypass the opportunity to take a picture in the pop-ups. It was truly an enjoyable night for the entire family. Catch them again next year, same place. Well, Trendz, as you can see, I'm already in holiday mode. So as we take you to ad break, I'm going to go enjoy some time on the sun deck. Welcome back to Trendz, guys. I hope you enjoyed that first segment. And while you see what the rest of Trendz has to offer, I'm going to do a bit of lounging in the sun. Stay tuned.
After chasing the ocean and the stars overnight, we dock at the Portuguese islands on what is day one of our cruise experience. This ride is already a treat in and of itself and definitely worth a couple of selfie moments. As seawater sprays guests, the excitement is tangible as we make our way to the island that only a few moments ago was a mere spot in the middle of the ocean. A visit to Portuguese islands offers the ideal island escape that will leave you feeling refreshed, relaxed and revitalized. The most popular cruise destination in southern Africa, Portuguese Island is an uninhabited nature reserve with pristine beaches, dense vegetation, pleasant lagoons and small patches of mangrove. Portuguese Island is set between the African coast and the Indian Ocean and is located at the external limit of Maputo Bay, host to the capital of Mozambique. Under the cover of the Nyaka Island, it is the chosen location for some of the most luxurious resorts of the entire continent.
Hey guys, we've just arrived on the Portuguese islands just off the coast of Mozambique. I'm Nadia Adams and I'll be taking you on your island experience.
As you soak your toes in the sand, you are stopped by cruise ship staff dressed as pirates and other fun island dwellers, ready to take your picture. Our first stop was of course the Portuguese Origins Market, where locals sell their local wares. Going through the market, there is so much to look at and so much one wants to buy. From beach sarongs and hats to handmade guitars and jewelry, there is something for everyone.
The Portuguese island has extremely talented crafters, and here we have a carver carving names into a key ring. I'm gonna get one done. And here's my little take home.
The heat in the marketplace is a bit much, and we make our way to the shaded beach areas where we can put our bags down and enjoy some fun in the fun zone. The fun zone hosts various sporting tournaments to keep young and older entertained. There's beach soccer, which is not really my forte, but I did try my hand at beach volleyball. A stellar effort on my behalf, even if I do say so myself. Anyone can join in, and it does a lot to turn strangers into friends. To slow the heart rate down after my vigorous and competitive game, and to do some island exploring, we took a recommended stroll along the water's edge all around the island. It is 6 kilometers long, about an hour's walk on sand that caress the soles of your feet with only the blue of the water and the green of the low. Then the moment we had been waiting for, with the sun high up in the sky and our bodies drenched in the heat, it was time for a dip in the warm, crystalline ocean waters. This is definitely the highlight of your visit to the island. An exclusive beach lounge is available for guests looking for something a little quieter, offering sunbeds, umbrellas and dedicated bar services. For the more adventurous, visit the new center to book one of the excursions, which includes a visit to Nyaka Island, snorkeling at Santa Maria, sea kayaking, doe cruising, dolphin watching or fun water sports. It is truly an exhausting and exhilarating day out with so much to see and do, and you are guaranteed to sleep like a baby after that, with the ocean gently swaying you to sleep. Nights aboard the cruise ship are anything but quiet and boring. Each night was something unique and spectacular to offer and can transport you into another world. My colleague Eloise Scoble and I start the evening off with elegance and choice in the finest taste.
The Il Covo, a restaurant on board the MSC Sinfonia, will be hosting an evening of Italian splendor, and I'll be sure to be trying their tiramisu.
Tonight we are in luck as it is Italian night at the Il Covo restaurant. Ensuring an exceptional experience, the dining arrangements are designed for leisurely pleasure with a choice of 2 sittings each evening, so you can savor every course in comfort and relaxed company. With tonight's theme, waitresses are dressed in red, white and green, and we are treated to a procession bringing in the dessert of a speciality made tiramisu. Waving napkins in the air, guests are encouraged to join in the festivities, making it an interactive dining experience with each night offering something new. Dinner is followed by a world of glamour and imagination, music and spectacle. The cruise ship boasts some of the best entertainment at sea. During your cruise, no 2 shows are the same. With each show, spectators are guaranteed a comfortable front row quality seat in the large theatre. With 80 different original productions performed across the futuristic Broadway-scale designer theatres, you can be sure to find your show you'll love. In fact, every cruise offers at least 6 different shows featuring innovative world-class and standing ovation productions, created by accomplished artistic directors, gifted singers, dancers, acrobats and artists from every corner of the world, including Argentina, Brazil, Canada, France, Italy, Kenya, Mongolia, Spain, Russia, the UK, Ukraine and Zimbabwe. How's that for an international all-star cast? With a full spectrum of activities throughout the evening, it was here that Eloise and I went our separate ways. She was off to a wedding and I was off to get ready for a party all night long.
Now, one of the highlights of being on the Sinfonia is that you actually can have a wedding on board, and I attended one today.
The couples book through our offers based on land, give them all the details for what they would like regarding the wedding, and we get sent that information so we can already prepare. Usually the date and time and venue are pretty much confirmed when we are on board, just to make sure that we can accommodate depending on what activities we have on board.
The ring that you will now exchange are the symbol of your love and commitment that you have declared in front of us today.
we provide an officer to conduct the ceremony, another one to collect the bride from the cabin. We have the music, we have a technician to play music. They get a certificate signed by the captain, obviously just symbolic because it's not a legal or recognized wedding on board. They have the venue for 1 hour. The photo service is also for 1 hour. The ceremony itself literally takes about 10 minutes. It's quite a quick ceremony. And it's not a religious ceremony at all. It's non-denominational. Also included in that hour, obviously, we do pictures, we cut the cake. We can serve the cake directly in the venue, or we can serve the cake in the restaurant at dinner with the family as they wish. So basically in that hour, we do the ceremony, we do the photos, we serve the cake. If they'd like a first dance, somebody wants to make a speech, do a toast, that can all be accommodated. And some of the couples also like to personalize the wedding. Maybe some of them bring their own priest to conduct the ceremony, their own decor, that kind of thing. So you can actually tailor-make it to the way that you want. And I think the reason why we have so many weddings in SA is it's really convenient because we take care of all the details. They arrive, we can even book an appointment at the spa for hair and makeup, and really we take care of everything. So it's pretty much very convenient for the couple.
We just wanted something different and something beautiful, and it turned out to be very beautiful and lovely.
We had our wedding in Klerksdorp to sign the register, and I have another suit and Luton has another dress also. We actually know a lot of family, and we're actually blessed that all of them could join us. It's actually an exciting experience.
And then guys, just for the purposes to show that I was here, I'm going to stand and take a picture with the bridal couple. At the end of it all, couples are gifted the services of a professional photographer during the ceremony and in other ship locations chosen with the wedding couple. And while they're doing that, it is back to Nadia Adams, who was rearing to go at one of the many dance parties held on the pool deck. Tonight she gets to live the brilliance of island life on the open seas, with a riot of colorful costumes, magical music and divine dancing. Yep, you guessed it, it's tropical night on board the Sinfonia. Guests fill the pool deck, learning to samba and to tango, stepping on each other's toes but having a ball of a time. And while I sat this one out, Baby and I watched as Nadia burnt up the dance floor.
And here we go, to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back. I want to see
Welcome back, trainers. We do hope that you enjoyed this last segment, and as you enjoy the next one, I'm going to play a bit of Fat Fat.
Inspired by the Berlin Pure and Crafted Festival, the inaugural local event is a celebration of the bargaining subculture celebrating motorcycle heritage, as well as all things artisanal and South African in music, food and family entertainment.
The Pure and Crafted Festival actually originated as an idea to attract more non-riders, non-motorcycle riders to the brand BMW, but also to motorcycle riding. The idea first came up, I would say 4 or 5 years ago in Germany with one of my colleagues, where we were looking for an umbrella event to attract more people who are actually looking for an easy access to motorcycle riding. And we believe that the topic New Heritage, Heritage as such, which is a very authentic topic to BMW Motorrad given the 93 years of history, will be perfect for anyone who wants to start riding, looking at those beautiful bikes. It's the first festival outside of Germany this year. The first time we do it anywhere else is in South Africa. And why South Africa? I guess because it's the perfect place to try a festival like Pure and Crafted. Given the fact that we already have a 40% market share year to date with BMW Motorrad in South Africa, there's not a lot to conquest. So we're desperately seeking for new riders who are actually want to be part of that lifestyle of motorcycle riding. And Pure and Crafted is the perfect event to first dip into that motorcycle culture.
Oh, the weather's great today. It's a lot better than we expected it to be, and we've eaten a lot. The food's absolutely amazing. We're having an absolutely great time.
How about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm loving every minute of it. Been into bikes ever since I was little, so this is heaven to me. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I'm also enjoying it a lot. I mean, like she actually said everything I wanted to say, but yeah, the food has been really amazing and the vibe's been very, very nice.
I'm having an amazing time. BMW really put out an awesome spread. They really know how to put up a festival.
Yeah. There's food, there's people, there's everything, there's vibe. We are enjoying ourselves. It's pure and crafted festival brought to you by BMW. It's awesome, yeah, it's crazy.
The atmosphere is just, it's amazing.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Motorcycle fans, young and old, riders and non-riders alike can also look forward to one-of-a-kind motorcycle experiences, including daily stunt shows by world-renowned BMW stunt rider Matty Griffin, scenic outrides, off-road trails with Team South Africa, winners of the International GS Trophy 2016, and custom motorcycle displays.
There's a sort of a risk being on two wheels than on four wheels, but I just can encourage every single person who wants to ride or who's a rider to never stop doing training sessions, rider training sessions, because that will increase your self-confidence, your self-assurance on a bike, and you will be way more aware and defensive riding, I guess, is the word here, which is very important. But you need to be able to absorb it on the street and be very watch around. And you need to think for the others as well. But basically, the lifestyle of motorcycle riding is not only happening on the N1. The most beautiful riding scenes you have in South Africa, most of them are off-road, and this is where you're the only one who actually is responsible for your own safety.
A highlight was certainly the incredible all-local lineup playing across 3 stages, which saw live performances from Mikasa, Prime Circle, the Parlotones, Rubber Duck, Good Luck, the Rocketeers, Bad Peter, Sutherland, Eva Morgan, the Oomph Band, Dean Fuel, Michael Lisa, and many more. Whatever your vibe, you'll find it at Pure and Crafted SA.
So not everyone is able to tour Johannesburg in a helicopter, but Trendz did get that opportunity and was able to suss out what are the best things to do in Johannesburg. Our first stop was Silver Star Casino in Krugersdorp. The event was the Roulette Masters hosted by Tsogo Sun Casinos, and after a bit of fun at the roulette table, we made our way to see what else there is this venue has to offer. The appeal of Silver Star is that it is truly a family venue. Whether you're in the mood for a quiet dinner and a good glass of wine, there are 8 restaurants, 4 fast food outlets, and 6 cinema screens at Movies At. To keep the kids captivated, there is the outdoor square that is perfect on a hot day, and the Magic Company, which sports 10-pin bowling, the immersive XD ride, and my personal favorite, laser tag. So, the next stop is going to be going onto a helicopter, and we're going to be flying to Monte Casino. So join us, it'll be so much fun. Our next stop saw us touching down in Monte Casino after an exhilarating sky tour looking down at the houses of Johannesburg that looked absolutely minuscule from our bird's eye view. Monte Casino has made a name for itself as the premier entertainment destination in Gauteng, and for good reason, as there is never a shortage of things to do. Entertainment in Monte Casino is varied with something for everyone. With its large selection of restaurants and bars, including some of Johannesburg's top eateries, it also features world-class theatres, showcasing top local and international performances, bringing the best of the West End and Broadway to South Africa. For some of Johannesburg's most popular family activities, Monte Casino offers a range of attractions and events to delight young and old alike, including Movies At releases. Not forgetting our stop at the roulette table, where I was definitely winning big. But what really sets it apart is the wonder of Monte Casino Bird Gardens. In the Wildlife and Bird Park, you can wander along enchanted walkways within magnificent gardens and marvel at a variety of colorful birds, mammals, reptiles, and unusual animals from around the world. In the walk-through aviary, you'll find over 60 species of birds, reptiles, and small mammals, with smaller antelope wandering freely in the undergrowth. The stars of the Monte Casino Bird Gardens are the colorful and talented showbirds which captivate audiences with breathtaking displays of unrestrained flight. There's also an educational and entertaining bird show that takes place in the spectacular Tuscan Amphitheatre twice a day between Monday and Friday and 3 times over a weekend and public holidays. Our last stop and final destination was Gold Reef City Theme Park. But before we explored the fun side of life, we made a stop at one of the must-see destinations in Johannesburg, the Apartheid Museum. The Apartheid Museum, the first of its kind, illustrates the rise and fall of apartheid. The exhibits have been assembled and organized by a multidisciplinary team of curators, filmmakers, historians, and designers. They include provocative film footage, photographs, text panels, and artifacts illustrating the events and human stories that are part of the epic saga known as apartheid. The museum is a beacon of hope, showing the world how South Africa is coming to terms with its oppressive past and working towards a future that all South Africans can call their own. Now on to the fun stuff. Gold Reef City Theme Park is one of South Africa's top family attractions. The theme park is one of the biggest in the country and will transport you to the gold rush era. Reminiscent of an authentic turn-of-the-century mining town and conveniently located close to the centre of Johannesburg, Gold Reef City is pure Josie, pure gold. Themed on the gold rush of the Witwatersrand from the 1800s that led to the establishment of Johannesburg, Gold Reef City is a Johannesburg family favourite, with the theme park boasting an array of Africa's tallest, biggest and fastest thrill rides, Tamer family rides, the only 4D theatre in South Africa, and a fascinating mine museum with an underground mine tour. Gold Reef City Theme Park is unsurprisingly one of the most popular amusement parks in the country. Trendz, this is your captain speaking. This is our third and final stop. We're at Gold Reef City on the Ferris wheel. So thank you for joining us on what things to do in Johannesburg.
Workers prepared dough for the day's cookies at the bakery in South Africa's coastal city, Cape Town. Khayelitsha Cookies is a unique bakery that employs women who mainly come from the nearby Khayelitsha township and aims to equip them with skills to enable them bake premium cookies that can help them earn a decent income. Most of the women have never been in formal employment, but working at the bakery has enabled them to support their families. The bakery makes over 30,000 cookies a day, with most of the work done manually. Khayelitsha Cookies is known for its chocolate chunk cookies, ginger snaps, nutty fudge brownies, and shortbread cookies. The bakery project was started in 2004 as a training institute that relied on donors for support. Today, the bakery is under new management and is now a profit-making business that sells its product to customers in parts of the country and abroad, supporting over 90 women working at the bakery. The bakery is a turnover of about $72,000 a month, and each employee has a share of 30% in the company through a trust fund. Eunice Nyobole is the co-director of the Khayelitsha Cookies.
For me, working with them, we like family. You know, it's very close to my heart because most of them, when they come here, they've never worked before, and they don't even. Maybe they're single parents, so they need to take their kids to school and put food on the table.
The Khayelitsha Cookies helped me a lot. When I came here, it was nothing, and now I have a money, end of the month, to look after my family and my child.
Khayelitsha, South Africa's second largest township, lies within minutes of some of the South Africa's wealthiest neighborhoods, but many residents live in poverty. Crime is rampant and law enforcement are on the crowded makeshift home that make up the township, housing more than 500,000, is stretched. Unemployment is the largest driver of poverty in the country according to the country's statistics office, with South Africa's employment rate indicating that over 5.6 million people are now out of work. Africa's most advanced economy is on the brink of recession after contracting 1.2% earlier in the year as manufacturing and mining activities shrank. With the government encouraging entrepreneurs to create jobs, initiatives like Khayelitsha Cookies can provide much-needed income for unemployed people. The bakery's products are sold in various stores in the country and also bought by corporate clients who want to spoil their customers with a complimentary treat.
Job creation, employment creation is something that's very important, not only to our property, but to the entire estate.
And beyond just the employment that comes from the making of the cookies, where possible we do try and employ their staff into our own hotels.
The women plan to increase their production and sales by expanding the business even further.
Welcome back, Trendz. I had a glorious time just lounging in the sun, but I'm really, really hot right now. And as you take a look at what else Trendz has to offer, I think I'm going to go take a dip in the pool. Art has always been part of everyday life in Africa, but in Kenya, a group of photographers put together an exhibition that was intended to question just how much people recognize the art around them. A series of images captured in different parts of the country, from the bustling financial capital to some of the most rural locations, was put together by a group of photographers known as One Touch, a collective whose aim is to see Kenya for themselves. The exhibition was also aimed at changing what the organizers say was skewed media coverage of Africa.
Our brief is Africa. Our brief is taking people and showing them in a dignified, respectful and insightful way. We are sick and tired of seeing stereotypical photos of Africans. We want to show people going about their lives in a triumphant way. You know, we see people in some difficult circumstances, but it's not my head down, waiting to die or waiting for someone to come and help me.
In Nigeria, artist Abenoro Akporodo let us in on his latest collection of sculptures made from tablespoons. Akporodo sources discarded spoons and can use up to 500 depending on the complexity of the piece. Akporodo said he wants his work to give meaning to everyday items and objects and transform them.
Spoons, good enough, gives me the closer illusion of the feather effects of the birds. So the choice of spoons is probably inspired by my passion for birds and love for birds.
Nigeria also cast a fresh eye on its vibrant contemporary art. The ArtX event held in Lagos showed work from 65 African artists and proved the country's contemporary art scene is more vibrant than it has ever been. Elements of pop culture were a key theme at the event. Installations were accompanied by hip-hop and jazz music sets as young artists painted graffiti murals. Organizers said the idea was to bridge different eras and forms of art.
For me, the goal in doing this was to inspire and to inspire our different audiences. If I start first of all with the artists, the professional artists of today, so many of whom complain that they're not really being collected or they don't work so easily with galleries, is to inspire them to continue to do what they do.
In Cape Town, South Africa, an audacious exhibition gave the public a chance to look inside the human body and see its complexity and fragility. The Human Body World's Vital exhibition showcased stripped full bodies of over 180 human organs. Organizers want to educate people on how the body functions when healthy and how to avoid life-threatening diseases as well as addiction. All the cadavers were whirled by donors for plastination, a preservation method invented by German autonomist Gunther von Hagens that dries specimens and makes them odorless. Meanwhile, demand for African art abroad persisted. The London's National Portrait Gallery unveiled a rare photo collection exploring 19th century Black British life. The Black Chronicles exhibition shed light on the forgotten history of Africans who found themselves in Britain during the Victorian period and addressed their absence in contemporary history books. Prior to the exhibition, some of the images had not been published in over 120 years.
As a young black man in this age what we're living in, I think this is important, not just for the black community or the ethnic minorities. I think it's important for everyone to know, because Britain was built on lots of people's shoulders from across the world.
By showing the collection, the curators hope to help the viewer understand the colonial dimension of social change brought about by imperial expansion.
When this group of women from the United States booked a holiday to Kenya, they looked forward to sandy beaches, famed game drives, and a chance to enjoy the East African nation's diverse food and culture. This holiday also included a special package, 1 day of community service. Today they are in Kibera, Nairobi's biggest slum. The itinerary was put together by Jelani, an organization seeking to empower girls and women through cultural enrichment and volunteering. CEO and founder of Jelani, Ashley Company, has been running the program for over 3 years. The 30-year-old says her aim is to inspire young girls from disadvantaged backgrounds to dream bigger, while at the same time introducing professional women to new and more fulfilling travel experiences.
They've been touring different parts of Kenya, from Mombasa to Masai Mara, and then we're here in Nairobi to come to Kibera and do our service project. These women are professional women who have a heart for service, and so they want to dedicate one of their vacation days to serving young people. And because they're women, we wanted to work with girls and talk to them about what it means to become a woman and entering womanhood, and just encourage them and let them know that there are people on the other side of the world who truly do care about them.
The girls from Kibera are part of the school program ran by Shofco, a local NGO that focuses on uplifting communities by improving education, health, and water and sanitation, and community empowerment. Proceeds from the vacation also go towards educating and uplifting girls facing similar challenges around the world. Company has raised more than $150,000 US for Jelani girls in places like Trinidad and Tobago and Ghana.
Today, I've learned that I should always be courageous and also give myself an I can do attitude. I should always be positive, knowing that I can do each and everything if I'm willing to.
Today I've really had fun. I've learned to believe in myself and to stay positive no matter what challenges I go through and no matter what people say about me.
But it was the holiday makers who may have gained much more than they expected. Talking to the girls helped change perceptions, and many said they felt encouraged by their host stories of resilience.
I've never been to the continent, so this is my first time. And to actually go to East Africa and visit a place that I've often heard negative things about, this is amazing because it's changing my perception, and I'm absolutely ecstatic to be here.
Similar programs have been promoting a different view of low-income, high-density areas in Kenya. Kibera is one of Africa's oldest, largest, and celebrity-favored slums, just 5 kilometers from Nairobi city center. Slum tourism is increasingly popular here, and well-meaning visitors that include international celebrities like music star Madonna are a regular sight. Some say it brings attention to vulnerable communities and forces leaders to keep conversations about poverty and lack of basic services and infrastructure going.
It's been a very big impact to the community also, yeah. Because when we started, we used to have a lot of trouble with the people, yeah. Because people thought that we were starting something at least to benefit us alone, you know. But since we started incorporating different projects in the area, people started at least appreciating what we're doing. And everybody right now is like, yes, keep it up, you know. At least we are showcasing the positive side of the area. Because most of what people hear are, it's not safe, it's not good to visit that, you know, mugging here and there. So at least now people are feeling safe to visit, and anybody can come and visit.
A 2009 census recorded Kibera population as 170,000, although the numerous charities working to provide food, water, toilets and medical care estimated at 1 million.
A week-long winter carnival kicked off in Nainital in India's northern Uttarakhand state on Sunday, December 25th to promote tourism. The second edition of the carnival, which will last until December 31st, includes a number of activities like bird watching, heritage trails, cultural performances and photography contests.
नैनीताल में आप जानते हैं 25 से लेकर 31 तक पूरा खचाखच शहर भरा हुआ है, सारे होटल्स फुल हैं, बहुत से पर्यटकों की आमद यहाँ पे है। उनके लिए एक बड़ा अच्छा हम ये एंटरटेनमेंट यहाँ पे दे रहे हैं, इसमें कि स्टेज आइटम्स भी हैं, इसमें हमारे स्थानीय कलाकार हैं, इसके अलावा हमारे बॉलीवुड सिंगर्स भी यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं। बहुत से आइटम्स हमने ऐसे रखे हैं जो आउटडोर्स हैं, इसमें ट्रैकिंग है, पैराग्लाइडिंग है, एंगलिंग है, बर्ड फोटोग्राफी है, स्टार फोटोग्राफी है। कुल मिला के एक बड़ा अच्छा पैकेज टूरिस्ट को हम दे रहे हैं।
Inaugurated on Christmas, the carnival is a blend of culture, tradition and adventure sports. The first of the festival saw chic martial arts performances, stunts by Rajasthani folk artists and dance performances by various groups from all over the country. Finance Minister of the Northern Uttarakhand state, Indira Hadireshi, who inaugurated the carnival, underlined the importance of such events to promote tourism.
टूरिज्म को बढ़ावा देने के लिए इस तरह के कार्यक्रम अवश्य होने चाहिए। झीलों की जगह हर झील में होना चाहिए, केवल नैनीताल में नहीं, सभी झीलों को पर्यटन की दृष्टि से आकर्षक बनाना चाहिए। कुछ विशेष कार्यक्रम करने चाहिए ताकि पर्यटक, बाहर के पर्यटक यहाँ आएं।
Many visitors flock to the lake to take part in the cultural activities, photography competitions and adventure sports events.
It's like very entertaining. बहुत full on मस्ती, enjoyment चल रहा है, मुझे तो बहुत मजा आ रहा है।
The first 3 days will be devoted to folk art and music. The last 3 days will have adventure sports including mountain biking and trekking. Well, that's all we have for you in this week's edition of Trendz Travel. And guys, I was really just waiting for you because I really need to go for a dip. So we'll see you again next week, same time, same place, DSTV channel 404 every Sunday and SABC 3 every Monday.